Yo, what up? What up? What up? I don't know why my live chat doesn't fucking work. Hey, Daniel Shaba, thank you for subscribing. Let me go ahead and see something. Let me see if I can pull the chat from somewhere else because for some reason my chat doesn't work on my Streamlabs. Like my chat never works on Streamlabs. It's kind of weird. What up, boy Dave? What up? What up? Yo, what the fuck is wrong with my shit? Hold on, let me refresh this. All right, we got 22 watching. What up? What up? What up? I don't understand why my live chat doesn't fucking work on Streamlabs. So I'm gonna have to go to another site to add it in. Okay, so let me go ahead and add this in. This the chat. And then let me go ahead and add in the CSS. Give me a second, chat. I'm doing a solo show today. I hit up Kofi, right? And like an idiot, I forgot to actually follow up with him. So that's like my fault because he said he was gonna get back to me, but I forgot to actually hit him up. So now I feel like shit. I feel like mad shit. Matter of fact, let me just remove. Oh, you know what? Fuck it. I'll just keep that box for now. I should have like prepared that better, but I forgot to hit Kofi up, and I feel like shit. How can you donate, my brother? Did I save it? Is there a link in it? If you guys could check your description right now on my stream, does it show like a link to E3? Well, it doesn't say E3. It says Streamlabs/3MG Plays. Somebody told me yesterday that it was giving them an error with their debit card, and then I found out why. I had to verify like the whole shit. So my bad about that, y'all. Play Fahrenheit. Nah, I ain't playing Fortnite on a podcast. How you sound, Nini? Nini, you be tripping. Nini be tripping always. Let me get that shit out the way. Everybody knows Nini be on drugs. It's official. I actually made videos for this yesterday, right? But I actually did not like it. I was like, you know what, let me put it as a fucking thing instead. So thank you, Nini. Yo, say what? Yo, what up? Say what now? Yeah, I don't know what happened, bro. I got like your donation came in, and then all of a sudden it like disappeared on PayPal. Oh, you said play Fahrenheit? Oh, my bad. What up, Jerry? I thought you said play Fortnite. I'm like, girl, you is wildin', yo. What's wrong with you? Oh, my bad. But nah, I want to get this shit started. We on episode 3. I officially said fuck it. I just hit all my other podcast videos from like my old shit. So I said fuck it. I'm not gonna even bother with those anymore. But I am using Reknik Beats to stream while I'm using the show. So if you guys want to check out Reknik Beats, just type in Reknik Beats on YouTube. But yes, I want to get into the shit. I don't have all day for the podcast. I actually have to finish up fast. That's why I did a solo show instead. But shout out to Kofi. I know he was going to be down to do it. And shout out to my boy Woo, because normally Woo's on here with me. But I want to get everything done kind of early. Pretty much, I don't know who's looking into E3. You guys heard me on my live stream yesterday. I was streaming some Fortnite, getting my ass whooped. We was playing the new Infinity Gauntlet mode, Infinity War Gauntlet mode. What up, Abraham? Make sure you hit the like too on this stream, by the way. But what up, Gianni? Pretty much, with everything going down with E3, it's not as exciting this year as it was for me like last year to hear more news, or the year before was popping. Last year was okay, and this year it just seems like more of a decline in my opinion. I don't know. I'm not really digging how they're actually introducing everything this year with the games and stuff like that. So let me see. I don't know much of what's happening with Microsoft. I just know they say they're coming in a big way. You're going to send this every 10 minutes. All right, I appreciate you, Nini. So pretty much with Microsoft, they're going to host a big party event, a pre-party. They got a post-party, and then they got their actual E3 conference, which is going to be kind of cool. So I got to send Chase the email, stuff like that, so he could try to get me my invitation. Bethesda, I should be good. So I'm looking to go to their party, which is going to be on Monday. Sony, I don't know if they're doing a physical conference or if this shit is like a stream only. But I want to actually talk about Sony's E3 plans because I'm not happy with the fact that they announced it the way they did. Like, they made it seem so straight to the point. We're gonna talk about 4 main games, a couple of indie games, and some partners. And like, I didn't want to hear that shit. That's just kind of trash because I want to see more Last of Us. I want to see more Spider-Man, which I felt like. Matter of fact, I don't want to see no more Spider-Man. That's why I'm gonna talk about Scorpio. I don't want to see anything else about Spider-Man because, for me personally, I've always been a big fan of Spider-Man, but this time around, I think I've seen enough. Like, there's enough gameplay when it comes down to certain games. Like God of War, I've seen a certain amount of gameplay, and I was like, that's it. I don't need to see no more because it kind of takes away my hype. And what happened? God of War became amazing. Spider-Man, I've seen enough. I know enough information about it already. That Game Informer interview, I already seen, and I know. I don't want to hear more information about that game because I don't even think that game is as broad as everybody thinks it is. I think it's going to have a dope story, but I feel like that's a 4 or 5 hour game, 5-6 hour game. So I don't know if that's something I even want them to put the focus on at E3. Then we got Death Stranding, which I'm hyped because it's Kojima, but I'm not hyped because I don't know what the shit is about. So I'm actually interested to see what that game is about. And then we have, what's the other game? We have, Ghost of Tsushima. I'm actually hyped to hear more about that shit because that shit look kind of dope. But like, focusing on those 4 games kind of confirms like there's no new IPs coming. There's no new games in general, multi-plats that are partnered with something, like none of that shit. So that's pretty much what we're gonna get at E3 and what to expect. And as far as partners go, it could be good or bad. We got to see what's gonna happen. The only thing I'm happy about is they announced that they're not gonna actually have any hardware announcements. Thank God, because I'm already fatigued with all these consoles. I could care less about having newer hardware. Now, had it been like a handheld, like a PSP or a PS Vita version 2 or something, I would have been like, bet. But if they were to announce another PlayStation, I would have been sick. Like, I think at this point, we didn't get different iterations of consoles for the luxury part of like better. I think like for like maybe a silent PS4 or something. Like, we literally got huge upgrades to these consoles. So I'm not ready to have another console. Plus, I feel like developers are more comfortable right now at this point making games for the consoles right now with the hardware that we have. There's no need for more hardware. Like, give me 2 or 3 more years. He said, do you think PS5 is going to be a thing? PS5 is definitely a thing. There's already dev kits being made for it. I don't know if there's any companies that have the dev kits at hand, but yeah, there's PS5 hardware already being developed. Same thing with like I'm assuming Xbox. I don't know. But PS5, yeah. There's already something in the works. But Rage 2, I'm not even looking forward to that game. Never played Rage 1, so I don't even care about it. That's Bethesda, if I'm not mistaken, right? So, I overall, just with Sony, them saying that kind of like knocked it off of me. Like, I'm not even looking forward to even trying to attend their press conference if it's a physical thing. Because I'm like, and don't get me wrong, I want to hear about all 4 of those games, but I don't feel like they're going to show much of Last of Us. I think they're going to show one scene with Ellie. Maybe gameplay or not, possibly gameplay, absolutely. And then they're going to spend like 30-40 minutes with Neil Druckmann just talking about the shit. So I'm not gassed at all about this shit. It seems like we're not getting any I think Red Dead is going to make an appearance, but I don't know if they're going to make an appearance at E3. I don't know what's going to happen there. But Death Stranding, I don't know if we're going to get gameplay on that. And I don't think we're going to get gameplay of Ghost of Tsushima. So Alejandro Cruz said, do you think we're getting a Kingdom Hearts 3 release date? I'm going to get to that. So that's with Sony's conference. It's whatever. Now, as far as Walmart leaking all these games, I feel like it's accurate with the exception of Forza Horizon 5. I feel like it's Forza Horizon 4, not 5, because 4 would, because 5 would just pretty much skip 4. But I don't know where 4 is going to be located. There's too many different places people are speculating that it's going to be located. But Forza Horizon 4 is absolutely... I thought they would announce another Halo or a Gears 5, which is what I've seen on the list at Walmart. It would be dope if they announce all 3. If they show Forza, Gears, and a Halo set to release like next year. If that's the case, that would be crazy. If they're talking about a Gears releasing this year later, I'm going to be shocked. But I don't know the current state of Halo. I don't know where they're at with that game. I don't know where they're at with Gears of War. Because these two games, in my opinion, didn't like do well for me. I beat both of them, beat both their stories, and just left that shit alone. Like I felt like those games died up. Like they're like dry as fuck to me. But it'll be dope to see if they actually come out with some newer games and actually go a different direction. What about Deep Down? Boy, I don't know what Capcom is doing, bro. That's supposed to be a futuristic, medieval time game, like a medieval game. Deep Down is a futuristic medieval game. Yeah, you're right. It is too early for another Gears, but I got a feeling like they're gonna announce that shit. Final Fantasy VII Remake, yeah, I know. Now with Microsoft, I'm pretty sure they're gonna announce new IPs, new partnerships, but nothing is really gonna come out this year. I think Crackdown. I think they have a release date for Crackdown, but they want to wait till E3 to show us and let us know, like, look, that shit comes out like in 2 weeks or something. Like, I got a feeling they're gonna kind of drop the ball on that. But as far as that goes, I don't know much about any of these conferences. Like, I don't know much about what Microsoft is doing or whatnot. With the Walmart leaks, we've seen that there's some new. They didn't show Kingdom Hearts, but they showed Final Fantasy VII Remake. As far as I'm concerned, the main creative director or someone who's part of the development team is the same dude who's working on Kingdom Hearts. So I don't know what's happening here. I know that Square Enix's press conference is going to be a streamed press conference. Only people of the media is able to go, and I already know this. Excuse me. I have close partnerships, close relationships with Square Enix and Bethesda. So Square Enix is actually gonna announce the release date for Kingdom Hearts 3. That's a fact. They're gonna show off the new Avengers game, the new Marvel game. I already know this. I'm confirming it right now to you guys. They're gonna show off, if I'm not mistaken, Tomb Raider. They're gonna show, damn, what's the other shit? I keep forgetting. I don't know if they're gonna show Final Fantasy. That I never got a confirmation. But I know for a fact from the person that I know who's with Square Enix told me we're getting something related to Marvel. We're getting Tomb Raider, obviously, and a Kingdom Hearts release date. Finally. I don't know if Kingdom Hearts is going to release in December or it's going to release in March. I'm not 100% sure. But Square Enix, I think, has another game or two that they're ready to announce. So I don't know what's happening with that shit either. I hope they don't announce another Hitman. Please, God. And let me just throw some gameplay on here for you guys. So that, let me see. That being said, that's all I know about Square Enix. Now, Bethesda has been always iffy because even though people at Bethesda even have my cell phone number. Like, I'm cool with them like crazy, man. I'm real close with people from Bethesda. They always invite me to their events and everything. But not every Bethesda game is looked at like, oh my God, wow. So I'm pretty sure Bethesda got Rage 2 probably in the works. I don't know if they got a Dishonored 3. I don't really know what they even have to show off. Like, do you guys know any games that they're ready to show off? I don't know. Yeah, you said, I bet you any money they show 5 minutes of The Last of Us Part 3? Yeah. Yeah. I'm pretty sure they will. Do you think the Avengers game is going to be an open world? I pray to God that it's not open world. And the reason why I hope it's not open world is because I'm so fucking sick of what Ubisoft has done with open world games. They kind of ruined that feeling for me with open world games by just bringing us this open landmass of just beautiful vistas with no content. So I'm hoping with Square Enix, it's more linear with an actual story focus that it can allow for generations of more games. And I think that's their focus because if I'm not mistaken, they said they have a deal with Disney to make several Marvel games. So I don't think they would want to drop the ball on one open world game and debugging the actual story, more or less making it more linear and actually bringing us more story and character driven narratives. So I think they might do that. Bethesda, I'm not 100% sure. If they drop another Elder Scrolls, I think people will go crazy. I think people go bananas off of another Elder Scrolls. But I don't know other games of them that they would announce. That's why I'm kind of confused. Like, they said they got new games that they're ready to talk about. EA has a lot of games in place. But what up, Bones Inc? If you guys didn't notice already, I'm part of EA Game Changers. I'm part of like their program, especially with NBA Live. So of course I know what's going down with NBA Live, and I can't say things right now. and I'm probably gonna know more obviously in the next couple of weeks. But EA has so much shit lined up. I'm just worried that a lot of this shit is gonna be kind of debugged by like microtransactions, not live and not really live, because live didn't introduce too much microtransactions in their last one, which I'm happy about. But like Anthem, and that's something I wanted to talk about. Anthem, I didn't know it was a multiplayer only game. Did you guys know that? Anthem is actually an online only, like multiplayer only, and they actually said specifically that it's an answer to Destiny. So now we have to look at it in different variables, like, is Anthem gonna have that? So listen, if they're saying that Anthem is EA's answer to Destiny, and then they also stated, BioWare also in quotes stated that you are the hero in your story. I don't like that shit for nothing, because that only tells you that the story is not gonna be as deep, and it's gonna be the same story for everyone. And it's not that you become the hero. It's pretty much one bland, straightforward story, which adds a lot of concern. Which means you're not really gonna know who your character is. It's just a character you create. But of course, they're saying that this is the answer to Destiny, so we should expect that we're gonna have character build-ups, like our gear and all that other stuff is gonna take into effect. Weapon upgrades, open worlds, different worlds they already mentioned, and the fact that we get to play by ourselves is a concerning thing too. They said if people don't want to play with multiplayer, they can also play solo throughout the story. If the game is meant to be played multiplayer, I suggest you play it with people. But I don't know where they're at in development, and I don't know what's going to go down with this game specifically. I don't know if Anthem is going to have raids. I don't know if they're going to have events, if they're going to have challenges. This is going to be a big-ass project for BioWare if they're making this bold statement that this is an answer to Destiny. Now, can they actually be a threat to Destiny? Absolutely, because Destiny has fucked up too many times already. Even with their Iron Banner catering to casuals, so your gun levels don't really mean anything anymore. And the fact that they always have too many huge gaps in between expansions where it's so dry. If BioWare can answer to that, add content to where maybe it fulfills like those gaps in like these type of games, they can succeed. If the majority of the game is microtransaction driven, that game is gonna die. I'm just being honest with EA. I'm part of EA Game Changers, but I'm just being honest. Like, you don't want to kill off your game. Don't make microtransactions like your resort to progressing. Make it like the last resort. So, what up, Antoine? What up, everybody who's already coming in? What up, Sonic, Mr. Arkham? Once again, Bones, Jerry, Javi. What's going on? Make sure you hit that like button as well. But what threat to Destiny? Destiny already dead. Thank you. That's the point. But it's still going to be an answer to Destiny, because apparently Destiny still has a large fan base. And just the fact of, like, and it's so sad because Destiny is supposed to be that type of game that can prolong years, like, of how should I say this? To have longevity with that series. But it seems like the second game, and it's already dying out because of how they're treating the content and how they're treating the actual game itself. More VR games. Nah, man. VR's dead. VR's dead. 2020 seems to be a good year to drop Kingdom. Nah, Kingdom Hearts is not dropping 2020. That shit's dropping this year and next year, bro. I'm trying to tell you, like, I'm very close with Square Enix. They already told me that shit is coming soon. Like, that shit is not coming anytime 2020. That's too late. What up, J-Lens? What up, Sauce God? I'm really hoping Anthem is good. This E3 is my last hope for Xbox. If they don't pull through, I'm switching up. I can understand. How should I say this? Well, let me keep in mind that Anthem is not an Xbox exclusive. They just got the advertisement rights. They haven't announced any partnership ties as far as content. So, I don't know. They haven't announced any partnership ties or anything, but they just got advertisement rights. As far as Microsoft goes, I don't know what they're going to announce. You have the most powerful console, and people are talking about shit like Sea of Thieves and State of Decay 2. That fucking console should be able to play the most craziest. They should be remastering Crysis 3 just so that people can see how amazing that shit looks on that console. There should be no excuse. Like, you should be throwing hella games on that bitch. But other than that, let me see what you guys are saying in the comments. Skyrim 2, I don't know if they'll do a Skyrim. I don't know what anything Bethesda's doing. Duke Nukem, I don't know. Yo, you just throwing mad games out there, Javi. What the hell? Got more faith in BioWare than Bungie. A lot of people do. I didn't know that half the team was working on Mass Effect Andromeda, which is probably the reason why Mass Effect didn't do so well. And you said, oh, thank you, Kool-Aid, for Cool Kid. I'm so wow, I said Kool-Aid. Cool Kid, thank you for subscribing. He said, most hyped up game this year, possibly Red Dead. God of War was definitely hype. We got its hype out the way, but I think Red Dead is possibly the most hyped up game this year because we know it's coming. Had they announced a Splinter Cell that we know for a fact, I think people would also hype that up too. But no more. You said it said that I'm more excited for EA's conference than some. That is crazy. And going back to EA got mad shit in store. We don't know. All right, so hold up, Bones. Hold up. Oh, my bad. Because I read your thing before. I thought you said EA was announcing all these games at E3. No, they're not. Because there's no SSX coming. There's no Fight Night coming. There's no NBA Street coming. There's no Crisis coming. There's no free. Oh, yeah. So there's a chance that they're going to announce a Burnout or a Need for Speed, of course. One of those two. But for a fact, they're announcing Madden. They're announcing NBA. Possibly, hopefully, yeah. And, of course, Anthem. And they said they got some new shits lined up. So I'm hyped for that, too. Days Gone. I'm going to be honest with you. I'm going to talk about Days Gone in a second. Because I'm a little bit between I'm hype and then I'm not hype. Anybody getting Monster Hunter for the Switch? I might. I'm gonna try to see if they can hook your boy up with a code. They said Mortal Kombat 11 has been getting hinted at the Ed Boon crit. That'll be crazy, and if they can really go a different direction with that. Look, I'm gonna be honest. I'm not done with Mortal Kombat. I'm hyped. I like Mortal Kombat, and I like their story too. But give me Shaolin Monks, or give me something like Shaolin Monks. Come on, man. Give me a fucking co-op story or a single player story. Linear world fucking Mortal Kombat, bro. If y'all played Shaolin Monks for the PS2, that was my favorite Mortal Kombat game of all times. That's the best Mortal Kombat game in my opinion. So you said Dragon Age 4, Dragon Age 2, I think, or Dragon Age Inquisition 2 or something like that. Have you played the Arkham games? Absolutely, all of them. They also need to make an Injustice style Marvel game. Dude, they don't have an Injustice. Well, yeah, that's true. They might have to do one soon. But that's why you got Marvel vs. Capcom. So Capcom sort of has those rights. You said, I hope Ubisoft doesn't turn beyond good and evil into just an open world. Let me explain something about Ubisoft. They have so many games lined up this year that I get so excited. And then I pull back because I'm like, Jesus Christ, half of these games are going to end up being open world. Like The Crew 2, I don't even know if that game is coming out soon. But it's dope to see like that the game's concept is amazing. But because the last one was like, I don't know how this one's going to be. Far Cry 5 ended up being trash to me at the end. Because even though I was almost done with the game, it was like the same missions over and over before you led up to like the main boss fights of like the brothers and then the half sister. So like it shit got annoying. All their games are open world. I'm already sick of it. Half of their games is open world. And it's come to the point where I'm always questioning whether or not should I spend $60 on a Ubisoft game that's going to feel like every Ubisoft game. So when I seen the hype, when I seen the leaked image that it says Splinter Cell, because they've been hinting Splinter Cell with Sam Fisher and all this other shit, I got hype as fuck because Splinter Cell Blacklist was amazing. But I also got pissed because I'm like, if they make this Splinter Cell an open world game with a big ass map with bosses in different regions again, I'm just not even going to play it. I will make videos shitting on that game on purpose. Because there's no way you're going to open up this game, add the same shit that's in Wildlands, and then add the same shit that's in Far Cry, and then put it in the Splinter Cell game. Like, make Splinter Cell its own narrative. Like, make it its own story. Let it be story-driven heavy. Linear world story-driven. NBA and NFL Street should come back. I wish, but the team ain't there no more. WB wants NRS to stick to fighting games, and Rocksteady makes the best beat 'em ups. That's true. Cool Kid said, I think Nintendo might take E3 this year. Just thinking about what. All right, I'll get to Nintendo in a second. It says, are you excited for Detroit Become Human? Absolutely not. Thank you, Peach Chick. How you doing, Peach Chick? I miss you, Peach Chick. I'm not excited for Detroit Become Human because I've never been a big fan of heavy QTEs. I'm not a big fan of QTEs. I played some of the I played Wolf Among Us and a lot of Telltales. I played Heavy Rain, but I'm not into like QTEs heavy. I like watching people stream it so that I like the interaction between like asking us like, yo, which decision should I make or which should I choose? And then we interact with the creator. Like, that's dope. Me playing it, nah, I'm not into that. Can't wait for Cyberpunk. That's gonna be that's interesting. I want to know more about it. How's Microsoft going to win E3? Who said that shit? Hazel said that? We don't know that for a fact. I'm not gonna hold anything up. It seems like the main companies' conferences is looking ass. Microsoft and Sony ain't popping for me. It seemed like the studios conferences were lit, like Ubisoft, Bethesda, EA's. You said you wild in Detroit against Human, my nigga. You didn't even say the name of the game correctly, bro. You wild in Detroit against Human. You mean Detroit Become Human, fam? And you can't say that's a typo. You completely spelled a different word. My bad, bro. But no, I'm not into that. I'm not saying it's ass. I'm just not into shit like that. Who needs to win E3? The most Sony, Microsoft, Bethesda, Nintendo. I don't care about who wins. I want to hear about games, because at the end of the day, Sony don't fucking care about me. I care about them games. I miss you getting skinny and forgetting about chunky people. Nah, man. Look, I'm still stuck at like 228 right now, sweetie. So I don't know what's happening. But I think CD Projekt Red get way too much praise and hype. I'll be honest with you, Bones. The reason why is because that used to be an indie dev company, bruh. For them to make The Witcher and to really continue the series and succeed like this from an indie dev, that don't happen like that. That's rare. So when they get praise like that, that is something that's rare to happen. CD Projekt Red, when they made Witcher, that wasn't even a big budget game at first. It was until The Witcher 3's big budgeting was so fucking big, like up to like a couple $100 million. What up, Mr. Whittaker? What up, all day? But NBA Street devs are still here. Actually, no. NBA Street, the company is gone, and like maybe 3 devs. And I know this for a fact. We spoke to them at E3 last year at EA Play. Not all of them, all basically gone. The majority of them. But let's talk about Days Gone. So I watched the Days Gone gameplay. It looks really good. Graphically, Ben Studios, Sony Ben, like, it looks really fucking good. To be honest, you got a lot of people compare this to like The Last of Us, but this looks, and y'all gonna think I'm trying to be on some like purpose, like hating type shit for Microsoft. This looks more like an answer to State of Decay, but in single player form. Like if State of Decay looked like this and had, because the animations look very clunky as shit. When you was killing people, it looked very clunky. I'm not gonna hold you up. It looked very clunky. But gameplay wise, what you have to do, crafting, all that good shit in the game can be like an answer to State of Decay. Now, had this been like multiplayer, because I still don't know if this is multiplayer or not, this could have been like their answer. EA Sports big bench, exactly, like they've been done. The chance of Final Fantasy VII Remake releasing in the same chance as the Browns. Oh yeah, you're right. Hope they show the Superman game, huh? Not only does Microsoft poor efforts make Sony look good, they also make Nintendo look good. What up, Rupert? How you doing, bro? To be quite honest, we all talk shit about Nintendo, but they've been the most consistent since they released with their sales, their game sales. Their audience has been supportive. It was literally the Wii U that fucked them up, but other than that, they had like a supportive cast of audiences for years. Ricky, you think they'll ever make a Bully 2? That's a good question. I think it's possible, because Bully isn't necessarily. Well, no, that's Rockstar. That's not gonna come anytime soon, man. I'm forgetting that's Rockstar. Rockstar's main focus takes like 3-4 years per game. So Bully 2 would have to be made by like a B team of Rockstar, if there even is one. So I'm not 100% sure. That'll be a good question though. To be honest with you, y'all gonna tell me I hold L's. I never played Bully. Overkill The Walking Dead is going to be. Oh, you know what, Javi? You're right. Overkill The Walking Dead is pretty much like a State of Decay answer, if they can knock it right. I was saying this as an exclusive, but to be honest with you, the dude playing this game was ass. So it kind of threw me off a bit. But I was happy to see gameplay. I'm still going to get this game, and I'm still going to support it. personally, it looks fucking gorgeous. I'm looking at it right now. Like, it looks fucking gorgeous, this game. And it looked like they actually delayed it to really polish it some more. But as far as that goes, that's really all I have for it. We had Rocksteady working on a Superman game. No, they're not. Who told you that? Yo, I'm gonna be honest. Y'all got links for this shit? Let me look this up, because as far as I'm concerned, they were not making a Superman game. Hold on. Wait, they're making a Superman game? I need help, man. I don't be knowing this shit. Oh my God, they are? Whoa. I'm actually not hype about this. Ever since Rocksteady shipped the finale to their Batman trilogy Arkham Knight back in 2015, Warner Bros. Been awfully quiet about blah, blah, blah. For a time, it was expecting the next game headed up in Montreal. I did not even know this. Wait, that's all they... Yo, I need an article, man. I need like a better article at least. Whoa. I am not... Yo, I'm gonna be honest. I've said this shit so many times. Superman is the most trashiest superhero to ever exist. And if you ask me why, I have so many different answers as to why. But I will say this, in a video game, it could be lit if they can do it the right way. But he is the worst superhero to ever exist on this fucking planet. And the reason why is because when he was first developed, I don't want to get too political with this shit, but pretty much the only thing that affects him is what? Krypton or whatever, anything related to that bullshit. But he's like Goku on steroids times 10. So like, no, they're not doing the Suicide Squad. They canceled Suicide Squad. They canceled that. I'm kind of glad too. I honestly thought they were gonna do a Batman Beyond game because the ending of Batman Arkham Knight. But if they're doing an open world Superman game, I don't even want to talk about that. I don't even know how I feel about that. I'm gonna be honest. Superman has to be the worst superhero of all time, bro. When you make a Superman, yo, he's too OP, bro. He got everyone's ability, and when you finally catch him at his weak, this is how bad it was in Batman versus Superman. They legit, Superman, if he wanted to, could have fucking zapped Batman. But in the movie, they made sure they never did any of that shit, because Superman could just kill niggas instant. But for some reason, they allowed Batman to put on that damn fucking iron suit, right? Then they allowed him to create that weapon using whatever that was. I'm gonna just say Krypton, right? Like that Krypton shit, whatever. Kryptonian, whatever that shit is that affects Superman. And they allow him to beat his ass with that. So like, the fact that this man, Bruce, was able to acquire this and battle against Superman is so corny, because we all know realistically, if Superman wanted to, could have just zapped them into pieces. Superman is too OP, fam. I don't like Superman. Plus, I'm gonna be honest with you, another reason why I don't like Superman is like the movies have been whack to me. Superman, Batman vs Superman, like those were kind of cool. I like that, and Injustice was okay. But as far as like Superman himself, he's too OP. So at least Batman has like a gimmick and everything. But like, nah, man, he's too OP, fam. Motherfucker got every damn move in the book. That's like having Game Shark. That's like your kryptonite. Kryptonite or kryptonite. Yeah, it's kryptonite. Like, it's almost like fucking having Game Shark all day. Batman be 50 still crying about his parents. Yo, facts. But let me move on. I don't want to like hold you guys off too much. Shout out to the 83 that's in here. Yo, we got 83 people in here. Yo, shout out to y'all in here, man. Make sure you hit that like button for your boy. They made if they can remake a Deadpool game, you know what I'm hoping for? A Marvel Alliance again, or Marvel Legends, X-Men Legends, or Marvel Ultimate Alliance. But I would hope for like a Marvel and X-Men Legends kind of like reboot. Like that would be so fucking dope. Cause I like the camera angles was what fucked me up in that game, but the gameplay was so damn dope. I would love that shit. No, I don't think people hate Superman because he overachieved. People are not impressed with him because he's so OP. So when you see that he gets his ass whooped by certain things, you're like, huh? Because you're like, yo, for that person to acquire this specific thing to kill Superman, like that's a reach. Superman could have been whipped his ass. Superman got the senses. Superman got fucking every ability known to man. And the fact that certain things be getting through him and he's able to get fucked up by certain shit. Like, it's crazy to me. I agree. Oh, thank you guys for the like, man. I appreciate y'all. Seriously, man. Rockstar's going to make a new GTA game, but it's not. Javi, what do you talk? Javi, stop it. Rockstar is going to make a new GTA game, but it's not no, they're not. Rockstar don't release games every year. Rockstar releases games every 4, 5, 6 years. They're not gonna do that. Lost Souls aside, thoughts. I don't even know what that is. Hold on. You see, you guys are putting me on. Lost Souls aside. Is that Anime game? Oh wait, one person project? Oh, I know this fucking game. That shit look lit. Yo, nah. If I'm not mistaken. Oh yeah, I'm already, I'm gonna get codes for this game, by the way. I'm getting codes for this game. Like, I'm mad. I already talked with the devs and everything. The dude that's working on this game, he also got a couple other people now helping him out, but it was a one-man project. I'm getting codes for this fucking game. So I hope y'all tune in when I play that, because that's going to be a day one. Your boy's about to play the shit out that. That game looks so ill, bruh. It looked like a more advanced version of Nier Automata. Platinum Games needs to make a superhero game, get some character licenses. I never played their... Nah. I don't want Platinum Games touching anything else. Nah. Platinum Games has a bad habit of developing too many games with such a small team that you see why that one game was canceled on Microsoft, Scalebound. I'm good, my guy. And Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles was ass, bro. I beat that game, but it was ass. He's too much of a... I mean, I don't know, man, Kelly. I just don't like him. But GTA 6, no, nobody's revealing GTA 6 anytime soon. And about H1Z1, I don't know about you guys, but if you have a PS4, it's weird. I'm going to say this because I'm going to say that, like, H1Z1 failed to deliver on the PS4 early, right? Because of what happened with Daybreak and Sony Online Entertainment, like, completely went out of business or left or whatever. So the game never came, and it's been like so long. Their fan base, their shit dried up. But honestly, if you have a PS4, you should support this game. The game is going to be free to play. And it's like, it's not an answer to PUBG, because PUBG is much more on a bigger scale. But H1Z1 on PS4 can still be that console's like sort of realistic style third-person survival game. While all platforms have Fortnite, PUBG's on Xbox and PC, and H1Z1's on PS4 and PC for now. And I think you guys should support it. Monday, you guys should tune in, because I'm gonna be streaming that shit on PS4. Now, I know it ain't 2015, they very late on shit, but the fact that PlayStation 4 users, and I don't want to hear no PS4 gamers right now acting like they never heard people say this, but PS4 gamers at one point was hype about H1Z1 coming on the PS4 until Sony Online Entertainment split ways with Daybreak. Like, people was hype about that shit. So to hear people now be like, oh nah, fuck that shit, like, that's kind of hypocritical. Like, that's some bullshit. So hopefully people support it enough, because that can be like PlayStation's little battle royale scene, you know what I'm saying? I played H1 on PC and I thought it was dope, but then PUBG came out, took over, added much more support. Brendan Green, who was the one who really created H1, decided to take his talents over to PUBG because they didn't let him really add in his own unique ideas into H1Z1. That's why PUBG's so popular. In this case now, seeing that H1Z1's coming to consoles on PS4, it won't be a bad thing. But I wonder, Platinum Games, I don't know if it's worse than Telltale's Batman. I didn't play Telltale's Batman. No, H1Z1 had their chance, man. Yes, it's gonna be free. They had to go free, bro. They dropped like all millions of their fan base. But on console, I'm pretty sure people are gonna play it. Why? Because a lot of people don't like Fortnite, and those little bit of people that don't like Fortnite can jump on H1. So I'm gonna be streaming. Hopefully, you guys tune in Monday for that. But I'll be streaming it Monday. It's released on May 22nd. The beta is gonna start Monday. They definitely hooking your boy up with a code, and it is what it is. But let's see what else we got going on here. BioWare's Anthem, I already spoke about that. Say goodbye to these Xbox Oh, it says say goodbye to these Xbox Game Pass games May 31st. So you see, the only thing that I'm not okay with is that Microsoft, Phil Spencer made it clear, right? And listen to me. We praise Game Pass. We praise all these services that Microsoft offers because we feel like it benefits people who may not have all the money in the world to be buying $60 games. But one issue right now that is a problem that Microsoft does, and that's what Phil Spencer said, was he's going to keep the exclusives on Game Pass. But that don't mean that all the other games are going to be there forever. So what if you subscribed to Game Pass because you want like all the BioShock games on there, right? So let me read this to you. It says that we have if you are an avid user on Xbox One's gaming streaming service Game Pass, get ready to say goodbye to some of the significant 360 titles. On May 31st, 21 games are leaving the service catalog. Out of 21 titles that are out the way, 2 are Xbox One titles, and the rest are from 360. We're not sure why these titles in particular are leaving the service, but we do know that third-party titles aren't permanent additions, though this cut probably is the largest service has seen so far. Let me read to you the games. Blood Bowl 2 is leaving, and Defense Grid. Those 2 games were ass anyways. On the 360, they got some beast-ass games that are leaving, which I know is like not good at all. Age of Booty, I don't really know about that. Sega Vintage Collection, Bionic Commando, Rearmed, BioShock 1, BioShock 2, BioShock Infinite, Borderlands, Bound by Flame. Remember that shit? Bound by Flame? The Blob 2, Dead Rising 2, Dig Dug, Final Fight, Sega Vintage Collection, Golden Axe, Neo Geo, Operation Flashpoint, Pac-Man, Sacred, Soul Calibur, XCOM, Enemy Within. Even if you guys don't play these games and you're like, nah, I didn't subscribe to Game Pass for this, it's still something you should be questioning, because what if another multiplayer game goes on there that you're like, oh my God, I'm gonna subscribe to this, $10 only. The game is like $40 at GameStop, and they take the game off. This is the shit that is kind of like worrying. And Netflix was doing that too for a while. They were removing certain movies because the licensing has ended, and a lot of people was questioning whether or not they wanted to pay the $10 a month for Netflix. But y'all heard about the Rage game? Yeah, it might be a thing. It's Rage 2. Microsoft needs hella exclusives. PlayStation releases exclusives every year. There should be no excuse to it. What game is that playing on my stream? It's the Dave's Gone game that was showcased on Game Informer. I don't own that game, by the way. Like this, we're allowed to stream that game because obviously it's for the public, but I don't own that game. Let me throw on like Anthem. I'll throw on like Anthem gameplay. But that's why EA Access, I'm gonna be honest with you, EA Access, I so regret shitting on not EA Access, but kind of like siding with Sony when they were like, now our gamers don't want EA Access. That was very early when PS4 just dropped. So of course we weren't nurtured enough to know how great of a service this was gonna be. But for $5 a month, bruh, EA Access is possibly the best service this current gen. The fact that you get these games early, 3 days early, 4 days early, you get to play 10 hours of these games. These games become free like 3 months later, bro. While other people have to purchase that shit for $40. Fuck that. EA Access is amazing, bro. And if you guys have a PC or an Xbox One, you should definitely subscribe to EA Access. $5 a month. And I think UFC 3 is about to become free soon. Nah, not yet, but soon. Star Wars Battlefront 2 is about to be free. What? Yeah, like, yo, it's crazy. It's ridiculous how that works. Shout out to the 94 in here. Make sure you guys hit the like button on this, please. The only reason I'm playing NBA Live 18 is because it's free. Yo, it's free. And NBA Live is not a bad game. They just need to fix a lot of the shit that's wrong. Do you think Sunset Overdrive 2 will be on the PS4? Yes. At E3, they might showcase Sunset Overdrive, or they might not. But if they do, I don't think they're going to show anything related to PS4. But after E3, we might hear that it's coming out for PS4. Yep. Bloodborne 2 would be great. I love Bloodborne, dog. Bloodborne was my shit, bruh. Bloodborne was my shit. Hold on, let me fix my camera settings. Bloodborne was my shit. I think I didn't 2K or Live? I say both, because I'm not one of those people who say, nah, fuck 2K. Like, 2K is a fun game when you're playing with people, but this year's 2K kind of like was kind of ass for me for a lot of reasons, particularly of the grinding. I don't think they knew how to manage the grinding feature of that game. I don't think they knew how to like literally manage how grinding works in a game, and it kind of fucked up a lot of the experience for people. But Ricky, if they make UFC 4, would you get it? Absolutely. I'll probably be one of the guys to try it out first. I'm gonna be honest, like, yo, I'm trying to get that deal with them, man. You think Bethesda will announce Fallout 5? I think it'll be too early, man. Fallout takes some time to develop. Ghost of Tsushima, absolutely. Sucker Punch. Juice Man, what up? Xbox One greatest console. Juice Man, cut that shit out, man. Well, no, but Juice Man, like, I'm not speaking on the behalf, like, because I don't know what other games you fuck with, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know how many games you be messing with, but it's not looking good right now, bro. It's really not. It's really not looking good. People worry about Anthem or not. Yeah, there's a lot of people who skeptical on Anthem for many reasons, though. I just wish game developers would branch out and do different shit. You gotta understand, I don't blame game developers. A lot of the time, if you are an in-house exclusive, like say Microsoft has Black Tusk or something, they can have you stop developing the game you want to develop to make a game that they want you to take over. For example, Infinity War, not Infinity, Activision. They legit had Michael Caudry and Sledgehammer Games stop developing their third-person Call of Duty game to make, I think it was Infinite Warfare, if I'm not mistaken. It was one of the Call of Duties, not World War II. They legit had them stop doing the third-person Call of Duty game that they were developing to make Infinite Warfare. Like, that shit happens, man. A lot of that shit happens. He said 2K got money hungry for no reason. That's facts. They got money hungry, and that's one part of the conversation. The bad part of it was they got money hungry, but when they delivered us the game, it wasn't even optimized. The shit was broken. A lot of characters were being deleted. Then the progression system was the worst progression system I've ever experienced in a grinding RPG-ish type of game. Like, they didn't allow you to play on Hall of Fame. Matter of fact, no, there wasn't even a multiplier on the Hall of Fame to earn enough VC. The VC earnings were terrible. I feel like when people created their designs, they should have earned something. There's some incentives. Like, nobody got nothing. It was so broken. The park was still, and I think still to this day, some of the park is still glitchy. 2K needs to get that shit together, man. They have to. I'm talking about the Xbox. I'm on my 5th one since it dropped, and it still haven't touched 100. Damn. Shit, bruh. Yo, what up, Woo? I legit just want new IPs I never heard of. Now I understand. That's true. But now, Juice Man, don't you got like a PS4 as well, right? I think you got both, if I'm not mistaken. Are you going back to play Rainbow Six Siege? Yes, I will. I was really just trying to get better at Fortnite, but you know, for some reason, when I make videos and whatnot, I be so tired. I end up staying away from like playing the actual, because I think Juice Man can even tell you, but like when you make videos, man, sometimes when you play the game, you sometimes don't even have fun because you know it's more like you got to do something specific pertaining to game and whatever content you got to bring out. More or less like if I'm just offline and I'm not even uploading, I'll have more fun playing the game with my boys. But getting in between that, sometimes I don't be having the energy to just want to play video games. That's why I be doing so bad. But I'm gonna get back on Rainbow Six. One big difference between Live and 2K is that on NBA Live, the players look their actual size. The players look their actual size on Live, but Live has to fix their facial features. Live also needs to fix the fluidity of their gameplay. We already made note of that. I already spoke with Donnie and a lot of the team. Like, they cool as fuck too, by the way. But we made note, like, you got to fix a lot of the fluidity, ball movements and everything. 2 PS4 Pros, PC, and Xbox One X. I sold my Switch. Yo, you sold your Switch knowing that Super Smash Bros is dropping? Oh, nah. I was thinking about selling mine, actually. That's the funny part. Maybe Monday. I'm gonna see if me and Chase live streams Rainbow Six Siege Monday. But EA has more priorities than NBA Live. Yeah, I don't know. But let me see. So Live will never beat 2K. Whatever. Yeah, what up, DB Dax? What up, bro? Make sure you hit that like button for your boy, man. But as far as I'm concerned, I don't know if you guys are looking into the Switch. You can't say the Switch is, well, wait. The problem is this: they drop hella exclusives, but their games aren't like, I don't want to keep playing Zelda and I don't want to keep playing Mario Odyssey. So yeah, if you're saying the Switch is dead, it's because their games aren't something that for me doesn't have replay value. Like I don't want to keep going back to play Zelda or anything like that. Yep, being a content creator sometimes ruins playing a game. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like to the point where I was like, yo, I don't even want to make Fortnite content, bro. Like I'll just play Fortnite with my homies off stream. Let them stream and shit. I'll be having mad fun. But when I stream it, sometimes it's like I lose my focus sometimes, man. 2K drop MLB, NHL, and even All-Pro football just to focus on NBA. Well, sometimes you have to make certain sacrifices. I mean, before they not. Oh damn, you sold that shit before. I ain't mad at you. Mad people sold they Switch, bro. Y'all know the schedules for E3, right? Shadow of the Tomb Raider's budget is 75 mil. Wait, is this Shadow of the Tomb Raider or Rise of the Tomb Raider? Oh, you see, I don't even that game title don't even make sense, bro. Let me see. Rise, I think it's Shadow. Isn't hold on, man. Let me move the mic away. Isn't she the Tomb Raider? Am I bugging? Isn't she Tomb Raider? Lara Croft. I've been playing Lara Croft games for years. But now with their titles, you got me questioning who she is. I'm lost. She's Tomb Raider. So why your second game is Rise of the Tomb Raider and your third game is Shadow of the Tomb Raider? Like as if it's on some like closed door. We don't know who she is. Shadow, hide me. I don't know. So I'm confused when I see these shits. When I hit up Square Enix, I say, yo, is that really? Because it was leaked before. And because I have like NDA shit with Square Enix, I don't normally put certain shit out. So I DM certain people who's part of the development team. And they were like, yeah. And I'm like, Shadow of the Tomb Raider? I'm like, that shit don't even make sense as a title. And I'll be damned if in the game it really takes place in like closed in caves. And I'm like, that's so fucking corny. Like if they were to literally title it because of what you're doing in the game. Remember, they rebooted Tomb Raider, which was great. That shit was amazing. Rise of the Tomb Raider wasn't necessarily too much of a fan. I liked the gameplay a lot. I didn't like the ending of the game. But Shadow of the Tomb Raider don't make sense as a title. Some people were like, yo, you reaching? I'm just like, dog, my bad, fam. But like, these titles make a lot of sense. It's almost like saying fucking God of War and then you just like totally throw something else in front of it and you're like, dog, what the fuck is this? All I want is Pokemon, Super Smash Bros, and Mario Party. I'm waiting for that. Pokemon is definitely coming. I spoke to somebody who's part of Game Freak. They're definitely making it. They're trying to push it as fast as possible because specifically they said they did not know that the Switch was going to sell this much units. So I already knew this off rip. Let me see what else you said. Super Smash Bros. I'm glad that this is a brand new game too, not even a port. Mario Party, if they make one, it has to be online. Super Mario Party, like Super Mario 64 or Mario Party online. Like they gotta do it, bro. Shout out to Tomb Raider is the new one. Metro Prime 4 gameplay. That'll be dope. If they show some gameplay. I have never played Tomb Raider game. Yo, Gavin, you gotta jump on the old ones, dog. Or at least if you could get that Tomb Raider reboot, fuck with it. But pretty much like, I don't know, Tomb Raiders, it's almost like Hitman. Hitman, I'm done with Hitman, bro. I loved Hitman. I feel like they ruined that game. And when I played Deus Ex, that shit was ass. Deus Ex was so whack to me. Mario Party isn't as good as it used to be. Well, you gotta remember, my last Mario Party was on 64. I'm being dead serious. I never played anyone after that. I'm 26 as well. He said, I'm 26. I legit feel embarrassed for getting hyped for Pokemon. I don't feel embarrassed. Because if it wasn't for games like Pokemon and shit like that, I would have probably been a dumbass kid robbing kids in the street. Because I was playing Pokemon since I was a little kid, but I stopped playing at like 17. Like, I stopped playing when I was like 15. Matter of fact, no, I still play Pokemon to this day. But I meant like when I used to meet up with my boys and shit, and we used to chill like in the summer after playing sports all day. We would play a little bit of Manhunt, but then we would just be like in my boy's garage just fucking around on Pokemon. Like, if I did not have that shit or Yu-Gi-Oh cards at the time, bro, I don't know. I would probably be smoking weed or doing dumb shit. Me and my boys. That shit kept me out of trouble, fam. I don't care. But I love Pokemon, fam. Like that's what I grew up on. It don't matter to me. But I'll be hyped for it, fam. Shit, I think my girl will even be hyped for it, to be honest. Titanfall 3, let them. I think it's time for them to make a different game because Titanfall ain't selling well. Only multi-plat game I'm copping is Red Dead 2. Damn. All I care about E3 is Kingdom Hearts 3 release date, possible Borderlands 3 announcement, gameplay, The Last of Us 2. The Switch is already saved. Being in a handheld. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So, the Rise of Tomb Raider saved me when I had no ammo and I kept dying. That shit crazy, bro. Mario Party Smash, a Pokemon RPG online, would save the Switch. I think. Remember NBA Street with the Super Mario characters in it, yo? GameCube had these crazy deals, bro. Mario Party went down after 7 from the GameCube because it changed the system and taking the fun content. Oh, I don't know. I know Capcom might announce a few new things. Also, I'm hearing, this is a rumor, and I don't know if this is good or bad, to be honest, but I heard rumors that they're gonna be showing some X-Men characters in their Infinity. I think it's Marvel vs. Capcom Infinite. Yeah, the Marvel vs. Capcom Infinite game. I don't think that's cool because Marvel vs. Capcom Infinite is dead. Like, this shit is dry. So, like, what are you really doing out here? So, I don't know if Marvel vs. Capcom Infinite is a smart decision, but adding X-Men characters into that game, you should just make another one. Make another Marvel vs. Capcom game. But I know Capcom is supposed to be announcing another game. I don't know. I think it's Resident Evil 2 reboot or something along the lines of Resident Evil. Mario Party 6. Will Sony finally drop PS Now? The problem is they spent a couple $100 million on PS Now. I don't think they'll drop it, but I'm really hoping they use PS Now as a way to say we're going to integrate that with PlayStation Plus. Thank you, Gabriel. Thank you for subscribing, bro. They should actually integrate that with PS Plus. They need to stop playing. Tomb Raider tried to be a bit too much like Uncharted. That's the problem. I agree. Some people were like, I'm bugging. I'm like, listen. Tomb Raider is really the origins of just like how these adventurous RPG games like Uncharted is. The problem is Uncharted storytelling was, in my opinion, better. And the adventure was actually more fun. Tomb Raider, I felt like this bitch could have died every minute. Shorty got stabbed in her back when she fell. Like, mad shit happened to her. She survived everything. Like, that shit was kind of crazy. But then they try to go that direction like Uncharted, but then added a helicopter boss fight. I don't fuck with it. I'm not gonna lie, Train, I don't even want to talk about PS5. I'm still on PS4. And I'm not ready to talk about PS5. That shit ain't coming anytime soon. But they got dev kits ready. Oh, I don't know about that. I think that Nintendo is looking to push online. Yo, that online shit is fucking garbage. Cool kid. He said, I think Nintendo is looking to push online. They see the impact and they listen. We want the cloud save. Now, you got it all wrong, my guy. Let me explain this. Nintendo looks at what's the bigger picture, right? And decides, how can we take from the bigger picture and reinforce it out in a different way? So they decided, we're going to add cloud saves where you're going to be able to create different accounts, but you have to pay for this shit, like $30 fucking dollars. Why do we have to pay $20 a year for online and then pay $30 to $30+ for cloud save? Come on, son. That shit should be free. That shit should be with the online subscription to play online. Why are we paying for all this other shit? Like, come on, son. Like, why are we paying for cloud save? And to be quite honest, no disrespect, but nobody here was even talking about cloud saving. People were talking about certain games and features. Cloud saving may have been a conversation piece, but that wasn't priority to most of these Nintendo fans. We was talking about mad different shit. I might play Vampire, whatever that shit's called. Will they show Resident Evil 2 remake gameplay this year? They might. They might showcase it. It was a really good game, but they might show it. Y'all don't understand. Nintendo not trying to compete with the PS4 and Xbox One. They trying to compete with the Ouya. Alright, y'all. I think I'm done with the show today. Holla at y'all later. Can't believe he just said that shit. I can't believe he literally just said that shit. Make sure you hit that like button for your boy. By the way, I can't say nothing about this, but I'm going to, y'all know I'm going to E3. I don't know if I'm gonna go to the E3 convention. I'm not excited to go to the E3 convention because the convention is somewhat ass. Last year, like, fuck playing all these games. It was so ass waiting online. So I'm looking to go to the conferences. I can't. So how it's working is I'm being brought over there. Can't say by what, by who, by what's happening, but I'm very fortunate and very lucky and blessed. Like, thank God, like I'm able to get over there. What games are you looking? I don't want no games to be remastered. I want new games. I'm hoping we get a Bully 2 soon. But yeah, so I want to say shout out to those who were donating yesterday to my link that's in the description to help your boy out there for E3. Any expenses, traveling for content, everything I'm trying to do, because I'm trying to go mad deep and trying to meet up with other content creators. So you guys, and I didn't know if I was gonna go, because had I not been invited to go, I would have been right now just sitting back paying off the IRS. So I'm good on that. But anything else, if you guys would like to contribute, the link is in the description. But I would suggest, if you want to wait, because I'm gonna be doing a 12-hour live stream. So I had a few subscribers DM me saying, yo, where can I donate? And I just told them to hold off, wait till I do a 12-hour live stream to really kickstart it. So they were like, all right, bet, when you're gonna do it. So I haven't decided when or what day. I'm trying to think of a day I should do it pretty soon, so that either I'll do like a 12-hour or 24-hour. I think a 12-hour. I can't do a 24-hour because your boy be having to take shits, you know. And I'm stuck. But like, I was gonna do that, so to do it like that. But some of you guys decided, yo, you should just put the link out anyway. So I definitely did that, and some of you guys definitely show support. So all that money is already being put to the side, whatever, and I'm putting that towards like the trip over there. Who's taking care of the Airbnb this year? So the thing is, if I'm not able, this is the problem. I'm being taken care of by a company or whatever for that. Not for the Airbnb, for like flight, hotel shit. Right after that was when I'm supposed to meet up with Carter and a whole bunch of other content creators for this Airbnb. If I don't really meet, I guess, the deadline for like the, say like when I do the streams for the donation and stuff, I don't know if I'm gonna be able to stay, because I also would have to pay to extend my flight ticket. You get what I'm saying? And also for the Airbnb. Your boy, ever since I moved, yo, it's been rough as fuck. Cause mind you, I moved to like a white neighborhood. I hate that I have to say that, but I moved to like a white neighborhood. Them dudes don't play when it comes to rent, yo. Motherfuckers be ripping your asshole. But anyways though, do you think They Gone would be good? I think it'll be fun, but I'm still a little bit upset at what I'm seeing, like how some of the gameplay was. But I'm gonna make sure though, Carter does not take care of the Airbnb. I got mad love for Carter, but I'm gonna make sure that he does not take care of the Airbnb, because him taking care of the Airbnb, we was stuck in a Mexican location in LA with Vatos Locos, and the place looked like Favela, the Modern Warfare 2 map. So I don't want to be put in that position, because as we were walking, we was being eyed down by a bunch of Vatos. You my brother, Carter, but if I have to, I'll be the one to look. Even if I'm not gonna stay with y'all, because I'm probably not. If I don't end up staying with them, I'ma still help them look for an Airbnb, because I'm a good dude. Because I swear to God, I refuse to even chill if it's all the way. That shit was like 40 minutes away from the convention, and the shit was where, you ever seen Training Day? What those Mexican dudes? That shit was like around there. That shit was bad. Fuck that. But yeah, I'm not making that mistake anymore. But pretty much we're about to wrap up the show. Just once again, just let me just reiterate this with the E3 2018 press conference schedule. For those who are curious, there's a schedule already lined up. If I'm not mistaken, I think Activision is gonna do one as well. What were your opinions of God of War? This shit's a fucking amazing game. I beat that shit twice. Well, no, I'm almost done with the second time. I'm sorry, I'm almost done with it the second time. But the E3 press conference schedule is as follows. Saturday, June 9th is EA, 11 a.m. and 2 p.m. Eastern time. Sunday, June 10th is Microsoft at 4 p.m. Eastern time, and Bethesda's at 9:30 p.m. Eastern time. That's because Bethesda normally does like parties and shit. Monday, June 11th is Square Enix at 1 p.m. Eastern, Ubisoft 4 p.m. Eastern, and Sony 9 p.m. Eastern. Then you have Tuesday, June 12th, which is Nintendo, which is 12 p.m. Eastern. There's still gaps because I think CD Projekt Red said they're making an appearance. I know Warner Bros. want to make an appearance, and Activision wants to make an appearance. Because I think Activision wants. Because remember, Activision used to host a lot of their shit, man. They used to have like conventions for Call of Duty and shit. So that's why. Oh yeah, we're gonna see the Division 2. Yeah, I'm not happy about that game. My dude, they still never gave us the Burrows in the Division 1. That game is fucking terrible. But yeah. I can't wait for Death Stranding. I'm just not too excited because I don't know what the shit is about. Like, you know, from what we've seen, I know, and I can understand from fans because fans are like, it's a Hideo Kojima game. I really want to see what he's introducing. I wasn't brought up on all of his games, only some of them. But I'm still like interested to see. So, but I understand when fans are extremely hype, it's because obviously most of them grew up playing his games. So like they already know now it looks weird as fuck and it might be like an amazing title. But yeah. What do you think we will see from the Division 2? Possibly, I don't know if it's gonna be New York, yo. That'll be crazy. If it is New York, yo, matter of fact, bruh. If it's New York and I see Bronx, Brooklyn, Queens, I'm gonna go crazy. Because that means they decided to make the game a part 2, another $60 game. Knowing that was supposed to be in the first game, I'll be so fucking sick. And if it's if the Division 2 is in a location that's similar to Far Cry or another wilderness area, I'm gonna be fucking sick. I'm tired of games being in these, like Division, I was so hyped. Before I get off, I was so hyped about the Division because it was like one of those first open world type games of like zombie-ish infection type game, survival, that was like in a city, like I Am Legend. We get these zombie apocalypse open world games that are often like in these like Montana type locations with trees in the wilderness. We had a game like The Division that was like in a city, rural area, like a city, and they fucked that up. Oh, nah, Whitaker, you gotta be joking. And Fury 2, I know a lot of people was raging with Fury 1. But yes, chat, look, I'm done. It was a pleasure having you guys watch, man. Make sure you guys hit the like button before y'all go. Please hit the like button. Try to get me up to like 70 to 80 likes on here. I really appreciate you guys. Once again, anything helps. If you guys don't have anything to donate, that's fine. Y'all just hit the like button and share that shit to social media for your boy. But I will be doing a 12-hour live stream still with my boy, and I'll be announcing that soon. I'm also going to be doing a giveaway because I will be getting a few codes for certain games. I'm not going to disclose which games it is yet. I just want to wait till the day I stream so that you guys could be surprised at what games I was able to acquire for you guys. But Shenmue 3, I want to see Shenmue 3 as well. But I'm out of here, man. Appreciate you guys. Make sure you guys show some love by hitting that like button for your boy. Nini, if you don't stop, man, Nini, go take drugs, man. I'm sorry I have to even say that. I'm out of here, chat. Have a good night. God bless. Peace out.